Squidward Tentacles is one of animation's most quietly tragic characters. Trapped in the monotony of Bikini Bottom, he lives the life of a failed aesthete, an artist without an audience, a man whose ideals constantly clash with his dull surroundings. Day after day, he wakes up in the same beige house, plays his clarinet to no applause, and endures the shrill laughter of SpongeBob and Patrick next door. He's surrounded by noise and chaos, but the deeper problem is internal. Squidward has built his identity around rejection, of others, of imperfection, of the present moment. His sarcasm and bitterness aren't just traits, they're armor. They give him a fragile sense of superiority in a world he secretly feels alienated from. In a way, Squidward's unhappiness is a shield, proof that he's different, even if it costs him joy. Then comes Skyfall. A TV literally falls from the sky, showing an advertisement for Shelterville, a paradise for people like Squidward. No SpongeBob, no Patrick, no Krusty Krab. A place where everyone is cultured, calm, and perfectly in sync. For Squidward, this looks like salvation. Without hesitation, he packs up and leaves behind his old frustrations, believing he's finally escaping the noise that defines him. At first, the utopia delivers on its promise. Days are filled with leisure, painting sessions, music performances, polite conversations with refined neighbors who all share his interests. The world around him mirrors his personality, neat, organized, and unbothered. It's everything he's ever said he wanted. Yet something begins to crack. The laughter he once despised is replaced by eerie silence. The quirks and annoyances that made each day unpredictable are gone. Every hobby begins to feel mechanical, every conversation rehearsed. Surrounded by endless sameness, Squidward discovers a cruel irony. When nothing disturbs you, nothing moves you either. His paradise becomes sterile, lifeless, an echo chamber of himself. What the episode captures, beneath its comedy, is the paradox of the utopia myth. We dream of perfect worlds where all friction disappears, yet friction is what gives meaning to movement. Squidward's misery back home at least had texture. It was his misery, shaped by his choices and his reactions. In Shelterville, he loses even that. Without the tension of difference, his identity dissolves. Perfection, the episode suggests, is not liberation but suffocation. This collapse ties directly into the backward law, the idea that the more you pursue happiness as a goal, the further it slips away. When you orient your life around the future ideal of happiness, you abandon the present, where happiness actually occurs. It's like listening to music while waiting for the best part. By anticipating it, you miss the melody playing right now. Squidward's move to Shelterville is this mistake in motion. He tries to engineer joy by eliminating discomfort, but in doing so, he eliminates the conditions that make joy possible: surprise, tension, even mild chaos. The contrast with SpongeBob is essential. Both live in the same town, have the same job, and face the same problems. But SpongeBob finds wonder in the trivial: flipping burgers, catching jellyfish, laughing at nonsense. His secret isn't ignorance, it's presence. He doesn't postpone happiness until the world is fixed. He finds it in imperfection itself. Squidward, on the other hand, postpones joy endlessly, waiting for the perfect conditions that never come. The difference between them isn't circumstance, but attention. When Squidward finally leaves Shelterville and returns to Bikini Bottom, it's not a triumph, but a revelation. He chooses the noise, the frustration, and the absurdity, because in them, he rediscovers himself. His life may be imperfect, but it's alive. The episode's quiet message is profound. To remove all suffering is to remove the contrast that makes happiness visible. A world without annoyance is also a world without laughter. Skyfall becomes a philosophical parable disguised as a children's cartoon, a meditation on freedom, identity, and the impossibility of sustained bliss. It reminds us that discomfort isn't the enemy of happiness. It's the frame that gives happiness shape. The question it leaves us with is haunting. If you could live in a paradise designed exactly for you, no struggle, no noise, no surprises, how long before you'd start missing the chaos that made you you?